Hello and welcome to Unwritten Tales 2, where Ivo here has just arrived at Seastone. And let's see. Take a look around.
Candy floss, ice cream, chocolate, sweets. Maybe dentists are behind all this. Not a soul to be seen. Either everyone's hiding in their houses, or this place is a ghost town. Seastone is big. First, I should gather as much information as possible from up here before I go wandering aimlessly through the town down there.
Alright, I was just looking.
I'm an elf and don't feel the heat and cold as much as humans do. Otherwise, elf girls' clothing would be extremely impractical.
Yeah.
I'm an elf and don't feel the... Otherwise...
What else do we have here? I mean, obviously we've got the, Is that Mr. Fox?
That's unusual. We have pretty much every known plant species in the elf burrow. But this... what is it? Smiling flowers? That's magic, not nature. Dolls, toy animals. There are puppies and pink dresses back there. And there's a painting of young minstrels. A remarkable range of goods. Seastone's a harbour town. It's pretty rough here. That shop's asking for trouble with that range of goods, even if some of the seafarers are a bit soft in the head. Hi there.
Well, hello there. Oh, what do you want?
Wanted for Archmage's murder? Has this dangerous terrorist still not been apprehended?
It's a lot of nonsense. Van Buren wants to get rid of the rats because they're Alistair's allies. She calls them terrorists so that her people can snoop around under the pretense they just want to block off the rat holes. Completely incidentally, wink wink, they find out, of course, who lives where and what they think of Van Buren. You jeeper troll dung, I tell you.
Hello, Mr. Fox.
Oh, shit.
It appears we need to have a little conversation.
You must be Council Leader Van Buren.
Clever girl.
I wanted to ask you if...
What's all this? Oh.
You should take care of what you say, Mr. Fox. Think of the children. Come along, sweetie.
Oh, Mama, look! I made him! Isn't he sweet?
Oh, well done, darling. That old Jenkins will have learnt his lesson good and proper now.
I want him! Perhaps we can reach some kind of agreement. I'm sure that we... I made him, Mama! He's mine!
But, sweetie!
Mine!
Oh, of course. Then, you take him with you.
A child who's clearly never heard the word no in her life. At least not a no that actually means no.
I didn't see them. Sorry.
It wasn't your fault. It was my carelessness. Ow!
The daughter of the council leader. She's responsible for all these transformations, right?
Oh!
How is that possible? Normally magic fades after a while. Where's she getting her power from? Can you tell me anything about the murder of the Archmage?
Yeah.
Was there actually any murder at all? I mean, is he really dead? Wilbur and the rats would never have harmed him. They're being made into scapegoats? Assuming the Archmage is still alive, Van Buren would have kept him close by, wouldn't she? In the Mage Tower? In the school? Right, that's where I'm heading next then. What are you going to do about those things around your head?
What can I do? I'm a journalist, not a mage. There aren't any mages left in this town. Van Buren has them all.
Magic is the key to her power. Does she think that only a mage can stop her now? How convenient that the town's most inventive mage is underground and wanted for murder. Van Buren can't have gained power by legitimate methods.
These lovely things around my head stop me from saying certain things.
Like swearing?
Ha! Oh, apparently, yes. Sybil Van Buren's power without any to do so. Censorship! That's what it is. Do you know what the worst thing about censorship is?
I understand. I must go. Stay strong.
You might find this useful if you want to take a look round the upper town.
Thank you.
Key to upper town. Okay. Well. No.
It's better if I don't talk to him. The more he talks, the more those awful things around his head torture him.
Yeah.
Wanted for the murder of Archmage Alistair, the dirty, rotten, dangerous, armed and whiffy fiend, Wilbur Weathervane. The wanted man is armed and dangerous. Ha! Wilbur might be many things, but armed and dangerous?
Yeah. Did we have anything to look at over here? No, that's just the fire. Nothing else. Okay, well, upper town it is then. I think I don't see anything else here. Things aren't quite as pink over here.
In the past, I'd have climbed up there easily. Right now, though, I'd rather put my feet up for an hour or two. No, Ivo, you must not allow this little problem to distract you. A merchant stall. Maybe it belongs to one of those delightful fellows up there on the wall. He appears to still be selling normal things. Presumably, it's just a question of time before he'll also be offering pandas and bubble tea. Seastone. I've never understood why so many people want to live in such a small place. The whole town looks like a rubbish tip over a sewer. Despite this, everyone was drawn here after the war. Seastone stood for freedom, the wide world, success. If you can make it here, you can make it anywhere.
No, don't want to move.
There's a surprisingly large padlock on this privy. Someone's really not keen to allow their fellow man access to a free bit of relief.
right, I guess there's nothing else for us here.
Stop! Papers, please.
You do not need to see my papers. I am not one of the terrorists that you're looking for.
You're trying to do some kind of elven magic, aren't you?
No, I'm just not a terrorist. I'm Princess Ivo of the Woodland Realm.
Huh, Princess Ivo. I didn't recognise you. You look so different.
I don't seem to recall you being quite so svelte before, Mr.
Shield Hand. You're right. A lot has happened. Tell me, the artifact of divine fate, could it turn me back to normal?
Possibly. Only no one knows where it's hidden, me included. Archmage Alistair erased our memories after we hid it.
Oh, of course he did.
That nauseatingly cute world down there. What's that all about?
The Honourable Council Leader Van Buren is cleaning up the town. Seastone is to become a beautiful and peaceful town. Rules must be applied.
And the townspeople have agreed to this?
Well, strictly speaking, there wasn't an election. The council leader was the only candidate left after the brutal murder of the Archmage. An election would have just been a waste of taxpayers' money, wouldn't it?
I have an appointment with Council Leader Van Buren. Take me to her.
Are you sure? I mean, she didn't tell me.
Does the Council Leader normally discuss her diary with the town guard?
No, but...
I'm here on an official visit. My mother, the Queen, has sent me to pay the Council Leader Van Buren a courtesy call. Is there a problem?
Of course not, Your Highness. This way, please.
All right then.
Thank you. That'll be all.
But...
Council Leader Van Buren.
What now? Oh, you. Why are you bringing the elf in here, Shield Hand?
The elf is Princess Ivo of the Woodland Realm. I'm here on official business by order of my mother, the Queen.
Princess Ivo? What an honour! How can I be of service to you?
I can see that you've redecorated in here too. Pretty.
I can't believe that the Queen of the Woodland Realm has sent you to pick up interior design tips from me.
No, it isn't like that. I'm just amazed that the inhabitants of the town didn't raise any objections to the new... style.
Princess Ivo, how can I be of service to your mother?
We received the sad news about the death of the Archmage.
Yes, terrible business.
Almost unbelievable. A powerful mage like Alistair simply murdered, just like that.
The rats and that Weathervane, they tricked him, my dear. But don't you worry, we're hunting them down. We're having every rat hole in the town sealed up.
I know Wilbur Weathervane and Remy de Dumas. We're friends.
What are you saying? Friends? With terrorists?
Enough of this nonsense. Where is Alistair? What's happened in the town? And why are you trying to put the blame onto Wilbur and Remy?
I was present when Weathervane murdered the Archmage. I saw it with my own eyes. Are you saying that I'm a liar?
I'm the Queen's daughter on a diplomatic mission and I'm trying to make an assessment of the situation. The last time I was here, the town was full of people.
Yes, we have cleaned up. That encampment in front of the gates was unworthy of the town.
I agree, but where are the refugees?
Gone. And that's why the citizens of this town can live a decent, orderly life now.
A decent, orderly life according to your standards?
According to the right standards. There's no crime in Seastone anymore. No beggars. No one breaking the rules. How can I leave the rest of the world to remain in a state of chaos, disorder and brutality?
You can't impose your ideas onto all humankind. They have to follow you of their own free will, or not, as the case may be.
That was how things used to be done, but now there are ways and means of ruling more efficiently.
Do you know how difficult it is to get hold of a fully trained hippogriff? It cost me a pot of gold.
I will happily supply you with an IOU. Is that all?
If that's your attitude, then I've heard enough. Goodbye.
Wait! You're not about to go and fetch a certain artifact, are you, by any chance?
Even if I knew where the artifact of divine fate was, I wouldn't use it.
Oh, Alistair's girl. But you must see that I can't take any risks. Shield hand, put her in jail.
What?
But Lady Van Buren, she's an envoy of the Queen and her daughter.
I will pay a visit to the woodland realm and explain from queen to queen. From democratically elected leader to queen.
This way, please, Princess.
Come any closer and I'll box you. What a lovely dice. Did you make it?
Yes, I can make anything.
Really? And you think of all these lovely things by yourself?
A few are in my book, too.
Oh, the Frog King. Ah, that story was always a favourite of mine.
Mine, too.
Here, have a nice play with your dice. The Frog King, eh?
Get her out of here!
Please, come with me. At least you'll be safe in jail.
Okay.
No, that's not quite straight either. Try again.
The pregnant princess of the woodland realm, in jail. Luckily, the reporter's got problems of his own to deal with right now. Hey, psst, you there. Do you know a rat called Remy de Dumas?
You're Ivo, aren't you?
Do we know one another?
I followed Uncle Remy and hid while you were having all those banquets and receptions. You were there, and Wilbur, Captain Nate, and the Critter, and Archmage Alistair. It was all very festive.
Can you fetch Wilbur or Remy so they can rescue me?
I can rescue you. I'm in the Resistance.
Yeah, of course, but perhaps your uncle...
Oh, he's on a mission. But fortunately, there's a rat here who can help a princess in need.
Okay then. Well, needs must, I guess.
How much longer is this gonna go on?
Until you've learned to put the posters up nice and straight. And you should mind what you say.
All right. Oh, I've already taken one. That should be enough.
Okay. There was something we could look at as well, wasn't there? Uh-huh.
No,
Oh, it looks like there's
that's
paste.
not quite straight either.
Troll
Try
spit
again.
or some other kind of glue in the bucket.
Alright, glue in the bucket.
The bucket is clearly too big and too heavy for me.
It's not
I couldn't even
my
pull
fault
the
you
brush
can't
out of the
comfort
paste without
yourself
being
with your
spotted by Mr.
food
Fox or Mr.
anymore.
Shieldhand.
Oh, I'm not blaming you. And I've already found something else to pass the time. Spit spot.
Use the poster. with
No, that's not quite straight either. Try again.
No, I don't want to put it back onto the pile. Can I? Apparently I can't put any glue on the back of it.
I know we've had our differences, but this is just...
No.
And entertaining. Actually, it's mainly just entertaining. Look sharp now. Council
Can't
leader's
give it
orders.
to Ivo either. Stick the wanted poster onto the guard.
If I lie the poster on the chair and Shield Hand sits on it, it'll stick
No.
to him.
That's not
But
quite
would
straight
it be of
either.
any help?
Try again.
He'd end up getting a commendation for turning himself into a walking advertising board.
Well, I mean, it would be entertaining.
Many say Mr. Shieldhand is the worst town guard Seastone has ever had. Us rats see it differently.
How much longer is
He's
this?
lazy, not particularly clever. And when he does happen to
Till you've
patrol
learnt
the
to put
streets,
the posters
his
up
armour
nice and
clanks
straight.
and creaks so much you can hear
You
him
should
from
mind what you
miles
say.
off. Perfect.
Yeah, I bet.
Must be quite difficult not having a real body anymore. But that doesn't mean he has to vent his bad mood on Mr. Fox.
No, that's not quite
Swanky
straight
chair
either.
that
Try
Shieldhand
again.
likes sitting on. He used to have a deck chair, but they made him get rid of it at some point. Must be quite difficult not have, but that doesn't mean he has to. The door looks quite solid and is probably locked. And even if it isn't, Shieldhand would notice if I opened it. I've got to get rid of him. Both
Oh,
of
I'm
them,
not
if
blaming
possible.
you. And I've already found something else to pass the time.
How would we get
Spot.
rid of both the Mr. Fox and Shieldhand? Does Ivo have any ideas?
No, that's not quite straight either. Try again.
I'll have you out of there in no time.
Yeah, and if that doesn't work, then you'll get help, okay?
Oh. Okay then.
I know we've had our differences,
Apparently
but this is
Ivo
just...
doesn't really have any
And
ideas.
entertaining. Actually, it's mainly just entertaining. Look sharp now. Council leader's orders.
Even if I managed to stick the poster on him without being noticed, what's the point? He'd end up getting a commendation. This fire is lit every
No.
night. Mr.
That's not
Shieldhand
quite
used to
straight
enjoy
either.
grilling
Try
sausages
again.
on it. But all that stopped since he lost one of his dimensions. I wonder what he does when it rains.
Can't burn the poster?
How much longer is this?
Pick up a
gonna
bit
go
of
on?
charcoal.
A couple of bits
Till
of
you've
charred
learnt
wood
to
have
put the
fallen through
posters
the
up
grill.
nice and straight.
I'll take one.
And you should mind what you say.
What do we do with the charcoal then?
The symbol of the resistance.
No.
That should be hanging
That's
up
not
all
quite
over
straight
town.
either. Try again.
Oh.
Oh, that might work. If Mr. Shieldhand had the symbol of the rebels stuck to his back, I'm sure he'd try and get rid of it as quickly as possible. But I can't just stroll up there and stick it on his back.
You can't
If he
comfort
sees me,
yourself with your
it'll take just one
food
strike and I'm
anymore.
down for the count.
Oh, I'm not blaming you. And I've already found something else to pass the time. Spit spot.
Okay, I guess we gotta wait till he gets up again. Right? Come on, get up.
Time to turn Mr. Shieldhand into an advertising figurehead for the
No.
resistance.
That's not quite straight either. Try again.
Hopefully Shieldhand is distracted for a bit longer. Yep.
What the? What is it? Hey, Fox, is there something on my back? Can you see anything?
Oh, yeah. I can see something, all right.
What is it? Is there something stuck to me?
Now, what would the council leader say if our very own town guard was making propaganda for the rebels.
Propaganda? But I haven't...
Don't worry, I'll get it off. It might sting a little bit.
But no!
Stop that resistance sympathiser!
All right.
Even if I find a way to reach the keyhole, would I be able to push the door open? I think not.
Hmm.
There are 3
Oh.
keys on the town guard's keyring. One of them should be for the door to the guardhouse, the others for the cells. This is the second time I've had to rescue one of the big heroes of Avantasia. Timmy Mousevich, hero rescuer.
Ivo?
Ivo, I've got the key.
Really? Well done.
Can you reach it?
No, but I've got a blanket in here which I can rip into strips. Right, that's sorted.
Wow, you're really, really fat.
I'm pregnant. Somehow. Where are Wilbur and the others?
In the underground. I'll let them know you're here.
But where? Oh.
Well, the only locked place that we've seen has been the outhouse.
Huh? Oh, it's you.
Working late, are we?
A merchant's work is never done. Now, if you don't mind, I'm off on holiday.
Hmm.
Who takes care of business when you go on holiday?
We don't get many walk-in customers nowadays. We concentrate primarily on production. But when I get back, I'm going to talk to the council leader about opening up new markets.
And these are tribbles that you're selling?
Fresh off the press, so to speak. The management's efforts have optimized production decisively.
Then one just needs to find someone who wants something like that.
I'm working on that. In my opinion, every school kid in the land needs a magic slate like this. I'm going to speak to the council leader of the merchants about that.
What did you say? Where's the entrance to the underground?
I didn't say anything. You've got no business down there.
And where exactly have those fluffy things been manufactured?
Not in the underground.
And this privy doesn't lead there?
No.
Then may I use it? Or is the flush not working?
I don't know anything about any underground. I just want to earn an honest crust. Why does everyone seem to have a problem with that? I'm taking these ghastly things to the school, then I'm out of here.
All right.
A great disguise for the secret entrance to the underground. No one would be keen to know where the things plopped into a privy would disappear to. And the merchant was in such a fluster that he forgot the padlock. Hello? Anybody there?
Ivo! Is that you?
Wilbur? What on earth have you been up to?
Well, you see, it's like this. And then he didn't pull us up. And then Timmy came and said you were in town. And then you called out, Wilbur! And I...
Thanks, I'm fully informed now. It's a pretty long story.
Yep, but exciting too, right? And sometimes funny and a bit sad and...
What's the next step? How are we going to change the Archmage back?
So, actually, I wanted to, someone else should... Wilbur was gonna run away.
What?
Run away? Well, not really.
Of course not. simply leave the town to this dreadful Van Buren. And from what we know, it's likely Monkus is sneaking around here as well.
So what do we do?
First, I'm going to get you up here, I guess. Then we can work out together how to rescue the Archmage.
But Remy's right. As long as the wand still exists, there's no way we can defeat Van Buren.
Master Alistair will know what to do.
Don't rely on me. Rely on yourselves and on your friends.
What? You have to speak up.
That's what the Archmage always said. Remy believed him. That's why he took the matter into his own hands.
What's happened to Remy?
He's relying on me. I'll follow him and we'll find a way to destroy the wand. You pull the zombies and Nate up, and then come up with something for the Archmage. Maybe we can also help one another a little. Maybe we can use the basket to exchange items and talk to each other through the hole.
Okay, sounds like a plan.
Go get Esther, Gulliver. Time for some fresh air.
I don't know how to thank you, Wilbur.
It's all right.
Our second child will definitely be called Wilbur. What do you say, Nate? Want to see the stars?
Aww.
You wait here, Timmy.
But I can help.
You sure can. If you hear terrified screams coming from the hole, then think of something.
You are going to find Uncle Remy, aren't you?
Of course.
Okay, how to get down there as safely as possible?
You know, somehow I can't think of anything witty to say about this rock. It's heavy. Probably. Anyway. The rope has served me well twice already. Maybe it'll hold up for a third time, too.
Alright, do we tie it to the rock and then climb down into the hole?
Okay. The time had to come sooner or later. Ah! Oh, hello?
Another one.
For years no one visits, and now all this activity?
Hello? Who's there? I'm Wilbur.
Said the ugly dwarf, whilst peering into the darkness.
Hey, I'm not a dwarf, I'm a gnome. And Mum says I'm a handsome little fella, too.
He said defensively, but this did not impress the darkness much. Next, the dwarf said,
Not that I have anything against creepy voices from the dark, but maybe we could have a little light here?
Why is it dark? And what could you do to make it light?
The young hero stood in a beam of light, surrounded by the deepest darkness, and the voices said,
Two trolls look up into the night sky. One asks the other, What do you think? Is there life on the moon? And the other replies, Well, of course! There's a light on, isn't there?
Ugh.
Fantastic.
Who are you? And why don't you come into the light so I can see you?
We can't.
Well, we could. That we just don't want to. We are gods. We can do anything.
You're gods?
He froze, as if struck by a bolt of lightning, whilst the implications of this danced wildly around his head.
Actually, no, not really.
But you must. You are speaking to gods.
What exactly are implications?
Hey, two cannibals are eating a clown, and one says to the other, He tastes a bit funny.
Oh, do be quiet. I'm trying to create atmosphere here.
Isn't it about time for a riddle?
Yeah, I mean, they may be gods, but they sure don't have much power, do they?
If you're gods, then can't you just say something like, Let there be light, and it gets all bright in here?
two trolls are looking up into the night sky, and one says to the other, "What do you think? Is there life on the moon?"
Not again.
Of course we could create some light. Or it could simply just be light in this cave. But where's the challenge in that?
Said the little dwarf,
Why does everything always have to be so complicated?
and stamped his foot on the ground.
Say what?
You have to stamp your foot on the ground.
What kind of gods are you?
Well, we are...
Wait! He has to create light first.
Did a rat in a hat pass through here?
asked the gnome in a brave voice. He, however, didn't know at this point that he would be leaving the caves without his friend.
You know something about Remy?
That's what one calls foreshadowing. It's a device used to keep the audience entertained.
Showing something other than complete darkness might also be helpful.
He's got to solve the riddle first.
So what's with Remy? Was he here? Where did he go?
Oh, I've got another one. One politician says to the other, "I don't know why no one likes us. We don't do anything."
And what exactly has that got to do with the story?
Thank you for the conversation. I'll look around a bit.
Not without any light.
Hey, two cannibals are eating a clown, and one says to the other, "He tastes a bit funny."
Haha. So, till next time.
You scared him away.
He liked my jokes.
All three of them?
But what's so funny about that?
Let's see. Darkness.
Aside from the light coming through the hole, you can hardly see a thing down here. And I think I need more than just a torch or something like that. It sounds like I'm in a fairly large cavern. Hello? Are you still there?
Where else would we be?
Can't you give me a little help here? There's a little rat sitting up there who misses his uncle.
Emotion overcame the dwarf, and tears of anger and exhaustion welled up in his eyes.
That's not true! And I'm not a dwarf!
You must understand, the protagonist must come up against problems. No conflicts, no story.
Put as many obstacles in his way as you like, but can you still help me?
Perhaps a joke would calm the situation down.
No.
Up's even worse than down.
Wilbur, have you found Uncle Remy?
Not yet, but I'm working on it. Timmy?
Yeah?
You can hardly see your hand in front of your face down there. I need a light.
We could build a torch.
Not only is it pretty dark down there, but pretty scary as well. A flickering torch? That casts shadows? No thanks. I need something different. Something that illuminates the whole place. I've got to get back.
You can do it.
Well, let's see.
It looks like the Van Buren's girls' abominations have even found their way down here. Someone with taste couldn't bear to have this stuff around any longer and threw it away. Mostly toys. And, oh, what's this? A hand mirror. I'm going to take it with me. Could come in handy somewhere.
Can we get any help from here?
Hi, Ethel.
Ooh, you always have this habit of creeping up on me.
You and Esther did a great job with that fluffy paint. Although, I'm still not sure I understand it all.
What's so difficult to understand? Yellow and blue give you green, pink and fluffy give you fluffy pink.
There's a colour called fluffy.
Fluffy jumpers are dyed with it. Many wash powders are made almost entirely of fluffy. Oh, young people today, absolutely clueless with regards to alchemy.
You and Esther got along well together, didn't you?
Surprisingly, yes. Didn't want to eat me or anything like that. Nice person. Gone now. I'll miss her.
You could visit her sometime.
Lots to do. But yes, maybe.
I followed Remy down into the dark hole.
Ooh, what's it like?
Dark.
Then you need to sort out some light. Chop, chop.
I have to be going, Ethel.
If you need stew, you know where to find me.
Aww. No light from here, though.
Nate liked the seesaw. Probably because it was new to him. There are so many new things waiting for him up there. I almost envy him having the chance to experience it all for the first time. Without Gulliver, Esther and Nate, everything down here looks even more desolate.
Oh yeah, they are on the surface, aren't they?
The three of them took everything really important up with them. And Ethel still has a watchful eye on the rest. Probably best if I leave everything as it is.
Okay, so can't take anything from there. What about the rubbish heap?
Ivo?
What? I need to talk to Archmage Alistair. There's a little, problem.
Unless it's about catching flies with your tongue, he's not going to be any help to you at the moment.
Well, the problem can wait. I hope.
Monkus has completely disappeared since the fight in the staff room. Do you think he's still in town?
Yes, I fear so. Like flies to Arbor's pot, dark sorcerers are attracted to power. A little girl with seemingly unlimited magic. He'll try anything to exploit that.
And he can transform himself into anyone. Be careful about whom you trust up there.
Who says he's up here? He could be down there with you. We must both keep our eyes peeled.
Remy said that much of the city's been transformed. Is it really that bad?
Some buildings have been badly affected, but nothing that couldn't be fixed with a few flaming torches. What's worse is that some people have also been transformed, and no one dares to say what they think anymore.
That is terrible!
Van Buren's intoxicated by power, worse than Joffrey. She's insane, she's going to ruin our world, and she has the means to do it.
Luckily you're here, Ivo. We'll stop them.
Wouldn't be the first time.
Where's the council leader? Whatever you do, don't let her catch you.
It's okay. She's on her way to the Elf Burrow. She wants to pay my mother a visit.
Doesn't that worry you?
Nah, she'll get nowhere in the Elf Burrow. Elf protective magic is powerful.
So it's just a question of how long it takes Van Buren to figure that out.
She'll be furious. It's best we're no longer here by the time she gets back.
For my search for Remy, I need something I can use to light an entire cave.
I'll keep my eyes peeled.
Thanks. I have to get going. Don't get caught.
Good luck. Keep your ears stiff.
Okay, I guess we have to play as Ivo for a while then.
The basket will let Ivo and I exchange stuff. Very handy if one of us gets stuck at some point.
We've got a mirror. Should we give this to Ivo? Let's see, we need to find a light of some kind.
I get the impression they would go through thick and thin together. They simply belong together. I'm really envious of that.
Aww.
Hi, you two.
Oh, hello.
I've not had the pleasure of making your acquaintance yet. My name's Ivo. Welcome to Seastone.
My name is Gulliver. This is my enchanting lotus blossom, Esther. Our son down there with the ogre is called Nate.
Nate?
Nate, yes. Named after a true hero and good friend. It was down to him that Esther and I got together back then in the wildlands.
About Nate. You haven't seen him recently, have you?
Unfortunately not. We would have loved to have had him at our wedding, but he suddenly disappeared.
I'm sure he's out there in the big wide world, helping other lovers find the happiness they deserve.
But he left his love behind in the process.
Do you know him?
That deceitful hypocrite who disappeared in the middle of the night with no explanation and leaving me standing there like an idiot of a pirate? No, I don't know him. Not anymore.
Alright then.
It's not safe for you here in Seastone. Not for anyone.
I know, but where else can we go? Zombies and the undead aren't really welcome anywhere.
People think that we eat their brains. But to be honest, they really don't taste of anything.
Ew. Or perhaps you'd be better off in the wildlands. There are loads of people like you there.
Why do we have to go? Just because other people have a problem with us? That's not fair.
You do have a point. But, it would be safer for you to go.
Wilbur talked about the machine that you built together. Maybe you can bring it up here and build slates for yourself when everything's returned to normal.
I don't think so. Only Bill knows where to get the intelligent stone. And he'd claim I've stolen his idea. He can afford ghouls. Worse, lawyers. Anyway, where am I going to get the gold? Who would even lend me a copper piece?
Don't give up, sunshine. Small setbacks are a part of death.
Esther's right. Those who fight may lose, but those who don't fight have lost already.
Says the young, pretty and rich elf princess.
I've got to go now. Bye, you two.
Bye.
Bye.
Upper town or lower town? Well, let's check out lower town first.
This is Nate. His name isn't his fault. I'll try to be nice to him. Hello, Nate. Are you interested in these toys then?
He says, finally I know where all the rubbish comes from.
You can understand him.
It's quite obvious what he thinks of this junk. I think he says one could also build something useful out of all this. He's an inventor.
A two-headed ogre. Rather rare and pretty complicated, anatomically speaking. Good evening, gentlemen.
Mademoiselle.
Fat elf!
My name is Ivo, and you are...
Not Princess Ivo from the Woodland Realm?
Yep, that's me.
It's an honor, Your Highness. Although, considering the current situation, perhaps you shouldn't tell everyone who you are.
I still don't know your name, kind sir.
Oh, excuse me, your serene highness.
Please, call me Ivo.
My name is Zloff. That's my brother, Blout.
Blout!
Okay.
Perhaps you could explain to me what's happened here. You're a mage, right, Zloff?
Mage? Me? No.
Why Zloff always say that? Zloff is mage.
Not after what happened to the other mages in this town.
What's happened?
Oh, nothing. Nothing at all. But I've definitely given up magic, and therefore I am no longer a mage.
Alright then.
A friend of mine who's active in the non-existent resistance has to somehow illuminate a big cave.
I'm no longer a mage and have nothing to do with the resistance. And because I'm no longer a mage, I don't need my magical equipment anymore. Like, for example, this clicker, which can capture starlight.
Alright.
Good job that you aren't a mage anymore. Now I can give this thing to my friend, who's not on a wanted list and who's also not in the resistance, which also doesn't even exist.
Why talk so strange? Something not right here.
You're much too suspicious, dear Blout.
Nice shop, but a bit unusual.
Candy floss, puppies, chocolate, baby dolls.
It's dreadful. We had such a lovely inn. Subdued lighting, smoky air, and lots of alcohol. And now...
Lollies! New inn! Lollies!
A whole building has been transformed permanently. A little girl shouldn't have the power to do that. How does she do it?
I, don't know what you mean.
Are you expiring?
You what?
Blout should tell council leader if people expire.
You're spying for the council leader?
Blout's afraid the merchant council leader's daughter might turn him into a little girl with pigtails if he doesn't cooperate with her mother.
We shouldn't give away that daughter does magic. You're expiring.
No, Blout, we're not.
Then that's okay. Zloff?
Yes, Blout?
What is expiring?
Blout, I don't think you should spy for Van Buren. She's bad news. Surely you can see that?
Blout not want to spy, but Blout not want to be changed into Bunny Rabbit.
I was all for fleeing, but Blout wanted to stay and hide.
Quite difficult, given your size.
Blout won't disguise. No one recognised Blout.
Maybe not, but what about me?
Have you still got the disguise you were going to use to hide from the council leader?
Still got.
Would you give it to me?
You want hide from council lady? You conceiving?
No, I just want to secure the disguise and hand it in at the school.
Otherwise, the rebels could get hold of the disguise, Blout. Do you want to be responsible for a rebel disguising themselves with your outfit?
No! Blout, good little boy. Here, take.
Thanks for the chat.
You were like a beacon of light in the darkness of night, Princess.
Aww. What exactly do we have now? We've got disguise and magic clicker. Probably if we want to go to Upper Town, we should wear the disguise, right?
I don't know what I'd talk to Wilbur about right now. And quite honestly, I'd rather only stick my head down there when absolutely necessary.
Yeah, well, do we just, no?
Wilbur?
Yes?
I think I might have the solution to your light issue. Zloff has just given me something that he calls a clicker. If I've understood him correctly, you can use it to capture starlight and then let it go somewhere else.
Sounds promising. Have you collected any starlight yet?
No, not yet. I'll come back when I've got some.
Sounds good.
Okay then.
Zloff called this thing a clicker. Apparently one can use it to capture starlight. I know some fluorescing plants that collect sunlight during the day and then give it out at night. Perhaps it's something like that.
So... I guess we need to go somewhere specific to catch starlight. But where do we go to do that?
Of course, statues will always be the first to lend their support when there's a revolution. I'm not sure who this statue's meant to be, but I'm certain that the council leader's people have defaced it. From celebrated hero to enemy of the state number 0.5. Steep career path for Wilbur.
Mm-hmm.
A bucket with an evil-smelling, sticky, slimy substance. If I ever need anything like this, I'll know where to find it. I can't believe how the little rat boy got me out of jail. I think he must take after his uncle. If I do my job right, then soon I'm going to be an enemy of the state. And looking at this regime, I'd regard that as an honor. If I do my job right...
Well, I guess we need to put on the disguise, right?
If you're surrounded by enemies, a professional disguise can make all the difference. Salt pretzels, donuts with icing sugar, together with hot mustard and a bit of pickled cabbage. Perfect. Oh, I think this baby's trying to influence my mind. I've never had a craving for fish fingers with custard before. Wow, I'm glad I'm out of there. Seastone's a dangerous place these days, but at least I can do something about it out here.
Alright, well, we'll find a way to store starlight into this thing in the next episode, hopefully. For now, thank you so much for watching and spending a little of your time with me here today. If you liked this video, please leave it a like. I would really love that. And also, please remember to be kind to yourself. Have a lovely rest of your day, and I will see you again next time.